Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Sorry if I sound like I just woke up. It is 7:30 in the morning and I am trying to get this done before my 4-year-old wakes up, so just bear with me for this video. But today we will be doing a full walkthrough of the house based on the movie The Color Purple. I've been playing The Sims for over 15 years now and have always been more of a builder than a player. Building in The Sims is a lengthy process. It takes me about 3 weeks to build, decorate, play test, and publish it to social media. While I'm doing all of that, I'm constantly researching and rewatching the show or movie that I'm building, as well as juggling my duties as a wife and a mother. So for that reason, I'm currently only building things that I have personally watched and enjoy watching over and over again. For now, I've paused the comments section in my walkthrough videos, but I will periodically post surveys where you can vote on which builds are releasing next, so keep an eye out on my community post. I've received such great feedback from everyone and I want to remain focused and stay consistent. If you're a Sims player and you need assistance, you can join my Patreon for free. That would be the quickest way to have access to me if you need help with finding my builds or anything related to The Sims. Okay, so now we have to check out this home. The movie The Color Purple is based on the book by Alice Walker. The movie is directed by Steven Spielberg and produced by Quincy Jones. Some of the main casts includes Whoopi Goldberg, Oprah Winfrey, and Danny Glover. The movie came out in 1985, but was based on life in the early 1900s. So I have this on a 50 by 40 lot. You definitely need the cottage living and horse ranch packs for this build, as I've used most of the items from those packs. If you don't have those packs, you will have to refurnish the inside. But let's start the full walkthrough. The first place we're going to start is the mailbox. Steven Spielberg really wanted to emphasize the role of the mailbox in the movie. His direct quote was, "For me, the mailbox was always the 8th character in The Color Purple, because that mailbox was empty, like Celie's heart for so many years." In my opinion, he executed that vision perfectly because it evokes so much emotion just by looking at it. The Color Purple was filmed in North Carolina, but is based on rural Georgia in the early 1900s. The land had plenty of country animals like goats, cows, chickens, and horses, which is why I chose to use the cottage living and horse ranch packs. There was so much vegetation on the fields, and I truly enjoyed recreating each space. The swing is supposed to represent the wooden awning that Nettie and Celie tried to hold on to when Mr. was trying to separate them. That scene is so powerful and emotional, I always shed a few tears, even when I watched it 100 times. So here's a shot of the front. I didn't have enough space for the driveway, so I just made a small stone path. In the beginning of the movie, there's the scene where Nettie and Celie are running through the purple flowers on their land. The movie also ends with them meeting again in that same field after Celie inherited her father's house. Even though the field was not at this particular house, I still wanted to incorporate it into this build. Now let's head to the back porch. Here is the porch swing. I believe it was either green or brown in the movie. And here is Mr.'s infamous rocking chair. Now let's head into my favorite room of all, which is the kitchen. The kitchen had many memorable scenes, but my favorite was when Mr. cooked breakfast for Shug. It's such a unique kitchen and I had a great time recreating this space. I made sure to include apples, an iron, a kettle, eggs, a shelf, a jar, and honey, just for Celie's spelling lessons. So when I built this, I realized that there are so many doors that leads into this kitchen. Here is the door that Shug went through to get the mail towards the end of the movie. This is where Mr. kicked down the door and asked Harpo if he saddled his horse yet. This is the door where Mr. was standing when Celie was practicing her words with Nettie in the kitchen. And this door was the door Mr. walked out after he smacked young Celie for talking back to him. So a lot of memorable scenes in there. I've never built a kitchen that looked like this, so I was very excited for how it turned out. Now we are in the dining room where Celie finally stands her ground and holds a knife to Albert's neck. Yes, at this point, he went from Mr. to Albert. Literally gives me chills just watching it. One of my top scenes of the entire movie. There is only one scene that takes place in the sitting room, and that is when Harpo introduces Sophia to his father. There's not many angles shown, but this is what I gathered from that scene. I used a lot of base game furniture to try and match the time period. Here is the front door where Albert and Harpo brought Suge home for the first time, and she said her infamous line to Celie, which is very rude to say to someone when you first meet them, but she was drunk and, jealous. So this is the front door. Here is a shot of the hallway. Now, the two rooms on the right weren't shown in the movie. I don't believe so. So I had to freestyle these two areas. This will act as a family space. I just placed a piano and a radio for entertainment. And back in this room is where I made Celie's little reading room. Now in the movie, I believe the room where she reads her book is somewhere upstairs, but I couldn't pinpoint exactly where it was. I'm assuming it was in a bedroom maybe, but I think it fits perfectly in this little space. Here are some shots of the hallway. The first room we'll enter is Albert's and Celie's room. I made sure I placed his black sock on the dresser. Here is Albert's closet with all of his ties and suits. This build wouldn't be complete without Nettie's letters from Africa, so I made sure to hide them under this chest. This is the kids' room. I read he had 4 children, so I'm not sure how exactly they all slept, especially when Suge came to town. I'm guessing it must have been 2 to a bed since he had 2 boys and 2 girls. Here is a small closet for Celie. Not too many clothes for Celie, unfortunately. And now we can head over to Suge's room. I decided to decorate her room based on the end of the movie when they discovered Nettie's letters. It's such a cozy room. Through her closet is this bathroom. The scene I watched when building this was when Celie was bathing Suge. I wasn't too sure about indoor plumbing around that time, so I placed an old-fashioned toilet next to the sink. There's also an outhouse on this lot outside. So we have officially reached the end of this walkthrough. This project was so emotionally heavy that I just had to get it done. I hope you guys enjoy it, but it's definitely not a movie I recommend watching over and over and over again because it really is a sad movie. I need happy memories of this house, so I personally won't be following the movie's storyline when I'm playing, but I'm curious to see how everyone else decides to play, so tag me in any Let's Plays so I can watch them. I've been working on my editing and camera work, so hopefully in time my videos will be cleaner. This build will be available on my Patreon this Friday for the immediate access tier, and after it's out of early release, it will be uploaded to the gallery. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.